Can Khalil Mack get his revenge? It's the coach. This is the start of Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, it's our first transatlantic game of the year, as it'll be the Oakland Raiders as a home team taking on their former All-Pro Khalil Mack.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And this is a guy who cares totally about his team. He will do whatever it takes for a play to be successful.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jameis to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shane Ray. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got room. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll run it with Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Winston. The catch made by Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shane Ray picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Shane Ray able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ball game, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This one complete to Sproles. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to
And Winston lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their third primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 39, Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing, Winston, able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. His throw incomplete.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage. Knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times and made a nice play.
To throw, it's Carr. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
On on 2nd and 9. Winston. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Got Gordon open, completes it. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll run it with Sproles. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Play fake. Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Max Crosby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And sure, you hate the end result being a sack, but my question is, why are you going play action on 3rd and long anyway? No defense is going to respect the run in that situation. They're headed straight for the quarterback.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And Winston lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
There's something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. A 2nd down throw for Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Winston. This one into the hands of Burton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. Carr now on first down. For the left side, it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Carr now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
93.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
734. 58 to Mike, 58.
To throw again, Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. This is Carr. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches.
Foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, the mark.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Gordon, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Strong right. Strong right. Four down. One, later one. Hey, alert 3.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Later 9. Check 15.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He completes it to Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
29. Mike, check.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They go play action. Winston. And he's going to go down again. Shane Ray, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Winston.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
93.
On first down, Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Carr will try it again on second down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards on the play. Carr now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, 734.
Operating from the gun. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Carr gives to Richard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
You're mine.
From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught. Jones. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on second. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here we go.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because...
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Carr now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Carr completes it. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Winston. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. And I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Here's Carr. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Able to find Shaheen here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, fourth quarter, you're going. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah,
you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game. And then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open. I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And that is incomplete. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down.
6:37. Go.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Carr to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Throwing again on second down. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Express. Me. Show it.
Now Carr again. This throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, You might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Watch the pass.
Carr going to throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Right there in the middle. 50 seconds to go.
On 3rd down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Carr going to look to throw. Oh, he stays up. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.